Where and when will you be able to see next week's solar eclipse? Next week, on the 12th of August, there is a total solar eclipse. Now, the total part of this solar eclipse will only be visible from this narrow red band that stretches from Greenland to Iceland through Spain, but much of the world will see a partial solar eclipse as this is happening. So let's go over where you'll be able to see the eclipse and when it will be. I'm going to rattle off a bunch of cities all over the world here. I'm going to start off with Europe, and then North America, and then Northern Africa. First up, Reykjavik in Iceland. Here, the partial phase of the eclipse will begin at 1647 local time. Totality, where the moon is fully blocking the sun, will happen an hour later at 1748, and then you have another hour after that until the partial eclipse ends again. Another spot to see the total solar eclipse are the hills north of Madrid. An hour or two north of the city, you will see it. That's where I'll be. Partial begins at 1934 local time, and the total eclipse begins at 2029 local time. Again, in Spain, the island of Mallorca in the Mediterranean Sea will begin at 1938 and peak at 2031. Again, ending at sunset before the eclipse is actually over. Okay, so those are places you'll see a total solar eclipse. A 100% blocked sun, it will go dark, you can see the atmosphere of the sun. I've talked about all these things before, but a lot of the rest of the world will see a partial eclipse, which although nowhere near as impressive, is still worth going outside to take a look. I'm just gonna state the city and the percentage of the eclipse, and you'll be able to see the times just below me. So Lisbon will be 94%, London 91%, Dublin 94%, Edinburgh about 91%, Rome 69%. Paris 92%, Vienna 85%, Oslo 83%, Stockholm 81%, Helsinki, Tallinn about 79%, Longyearbyen in Svalbard, there are people up there, 91% there, Warsaw, Poland 81%, Zagreb 71%, and Zurich 91%. But North America will see it too, just not as dramatically. For New York, 9.5% of the sun will be blocked by the moon, but under 4% in Washington, D.C. In Boston, it will be a bit more at 16%. And up in Quebec, where they had a total solar eclipse in 2024, it will be 24%. Over in Edmonton, it will only be 6.5%. But perhaps somewhat surprisingly, Anchorage, all the way on the west, will see a nearly 28% partial eclipse. Why is Anchorage getting an eclipse this strong if it's so far away on the map? That is because the Earth is spherical and not flat, something I hope we can all agree on. Finally, let's rattle off some Africa locations. The Canary Islands will see about a 70% eclipse. Tunis will see about a 50% eclipse. Dakar, 36%. And finally, Cabo Verde will have a 34% eclipse. All these plots that I'm showing you here are from timeanddata.com, so I encourage you to go out and look at the exact timings for your location for yourself.